Can we build an Island Megacity in Transport Fever 2? Well, as my lovely tram comes down to pick up another load of passengers, welcome to the capital city, where we are currently at 292 residents. We have just dropped under 300. Very briefly, I think we will fix that very soon though. The shipping is definitely going very well. We've got lots of steel waiting down here for some reason. And we've got quite a decent amount of machines coming in. And of course, busy as always is the steel mill up here in Kuala Lumpur, where we have a lot of trucks. But what I would very much like to do is start getting some destinations up, because we have quite a bit of line usage going to Nur Sultan over here. But we really don't have any other connections. Of course, this being an island, that's kind of obvious. So what I'm thinking is we need to look at potentially setting up some sort of ferry. Now I'm looking at the city of Rawalpindi over here, which has 253 residents, and we've got quite a bit of industry down here as well. They take construction material and tools. Now we have a tools factory up here which we could use to deliver tools, but there's nowhere that we can get planks from except from right here. So I think there's a good way that we might be able to get some more transport going between Capital City and Rawalpindi here. So I think this is where we might need a harbour of some kind. And this does look like a very, very good spot down here. In fact, this entire peninsula right here is quite good for that. And then I'm just going to extend the street out a little bit, like so. And that'll give me enough room for a bus station. Okay, so that's our sort of station there. I believe this is a large terminal as well. So we should be able to bring some large ships in here. Probably don't need that just yet. But now we just need a connection. And that's the tricky part, because there isn't really a good place for it. At least as far as I can tell. What we could probably do is maybe put it down here. And I'm thinking if I connect a street like so, I think we should be able to get some passengers down this way. Yeah, so that will be able to bring them straight to that over there. And we're in catchment of that other logging area, not that I really needed it. Now, let's have a look at our available ships. We need something for passengers. I could take a Klondike, but that's a large ship. We also have the Frontenac. That'll carry 85 passengers. I think 85 is fine. Yeah, we'll go with the Frontenac. And we're going to add that to our passenger ferry line. So while that's making its way over there, I need to figure out passengers over here. Because we definitely want some destinations for our buses to go. And there we go. We've got ourselves a bus loop. And of course I could connect everything up over here so that we have a decent connection. In fact, I'm actually going to do that. We can connect it up so that we can then later do a bus line to Kuala Lumpur. Ooh, I do believe we have passengers waiting. We got this lady over here, and she wants to go to Capital City. So we have our very first passenger waiting. Absolutely brilliant. Should probably get those buses going. We got this one does 30 kilometers an hour. This one's 25, 25. This one does carry 9 passengers though, so let's go with that. We'll just get, we'll get 2. We'll add them onto the RP bus loop. So I don't think we've used these yet. They kind of look like those, like tour buses, like at Disneyland and places like that, with the sort of open sides. And if we look at it, yep, we've got some line usage there. So people wanting to go to Nur Sultan and Capital City. So they are going to transfer through Capital City to do that then. Even though this is actually closer. There goes our ship on the way to Rawalpindi. So interesting they decided to go straight there. We don't have anybody waiting at the harbour in Capital City just yet. Now, a question of tools, because Rawalpindi does need it. 91 is what they're demanding right now. And we got a tools factory right here, but there isn't anywhere, well there is that up there, but we already have an existing planks distribution going on, and I'm thinking, I've just noticed something here. So we have this steel line, which goes all the way there. If I make it stop here to pick up planks on the way back, it would be transferring them here, and then all I'd need is a truck line doing this. So that would save me a lot of money. And we're just repurposing existing stuff. Alright, we're gonna need some more money to do this. I think we're gonna have to take a loan, just so we can get this done. Alright, so here's the line so far. So they'll pick up over here. We've got 3 platforms for that. And then they'll come all the way around to here. And they got 2 platforms to unload only, and then they'll come around here to load. And then they'll come all the way here, and then I need to connect the rest to the city. I don't want to go through all these residential buildings though. I think that's a bad idea. But I'm also thinking we want a bridge. Connect over to this side. Sort of something like that. Just I don't want to remove a building. I feel I'm gonna have to though. Alright, that's a pretty good looking bridge. Now of course we need a truck unload stop. And I need somewhere that's kind of in the middle. I think this is good. Alright, let's add that. And then they'll go around here and then come back across. So now all I need to do is take this line and we're going to add that station. That simple. That way these ships don't have to come back empty. Now all I got to do is add some trucks. And here we go, little blue trucks. Although there is now an issue, given that there is a connection. We have traffic. That could be a potential problem, based on what I'm seeing right now. Alright, what I've done is I've upgraded this to a 4-lane road because all that traffic that's getting jammed up there actually wants to turn this way, and the trucks are going straight. So they shouldn't interfere with each other at all if we do it that way. At least the orange trucks will keep right over here because they're turning right, and then these cars will overtake them. So that should help for this one area. I don't like adding more lanes, but that does seem to be fixing the issue. There is also a traffic jam going on over here too. So this is another spot where we could probably use an extra lane. Oh, that's something I hadn't accounted for. There are going to be trucks sticking out into the road, so I'm going to have to add extra platform space. And also because I think we need more cargo storage space too. I mean, so far they are getting past that one truck, but yeah, it is a potential traffic jam issue. Right, ooh, our passenger ferry has people on it. Can't see the people. Oh, wait, there they are. There's the people. And they're on their way to Rawalpindi. Alright, the first of the steel ships is coming into the port. And we're picking up some planks. We have some allocated. 3. I had hoped it would have been more than that. Yeah, it's not great. Hey, why are you not stopping? Ah, you see, I think part of the issue is we've got these trucks, which are just these horse and cart going on. And I think they're a bit too slow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace all of these. Now we're using the American horse-drawn carriages here, but I think now's the time to upgrade them to steam trucks. And we're going to double the number of trucks as well. These trams are doing alright. Yeah, we only got 3 of the trams on the line though. Well, we could do with a little bit more. Oh, we're getting quite a few passengers here now. We're at 42 passengers. And of course we got the buses down here. Oh, this one's quite busy. This bus stop right here. I think we might need a few more buses. Yeah. Let's get... Yeah, we'll just get 4 buses. 4's fine. And now we're at 50. So we got 50 passengers waiting to go. Right. I've decided I'm going to remove this depot down here. I don't know what depot this is. I think this is the... Yeah, it's just a road depot. So I can move that. Upgrade this section right here to a 4-lane. Because I want to put a tram stop right there. And there's a good reason I want to put a tram stop right there. Because I've decided I want to put my harbor right here. Kind of a nice little cove kind of thing going on. And what we can do with that is instead of adding another line, I'm just going to add this to the station. This should be 2 separate lines, but I think this will work. Also just notice the size difference. Look at the size difference. This is the Dinara Castle right here, which is not the biggest ship, I mean, it's a single stack, so it's not that big, but look at that compared to the Frontenac. It is quite crazy, just the scale. Oh, they're going about. Oh, that funnel's gonna go through the bridge. Oh, the Denara Castle's caught up to it. They're going right through each other. Like, imagine you're in this ship, right? And then you see that right behind you. It's quite a scary thought. Ooh, there's fish in the water. Our capital city is losing residents again because our emissions are bad. Seriously, what's going on with our pollution right now? Yeah, there's quite a lot going on over here and here. But you know, if they stop building residential buildings out this way, that would fix quite a lot of the problem, frankly. And I don't think it's my fault that that is happening. Yeah, there's just not really that much I can do about it right now. Alright, this line down here is really struggling. We've got way too much fuel just sitting here, and we're losing some of that cargo, which is not good. So, first thing, I'm going to extend the station some more. So we have more room. That is about all that we can really do. Okay, I can add some small cargo buildings. Maybe that'll help. It's helping a little bit. There's not that much I can do. So what that really means is we need to get more of the stuff going out. So however many trucks we have going on down here, we're definitely going to need more. Don't have enough money for it. So yeah, we only have 12 of them. So these trucks down here, taking this crude oil, they're going all the way around this way. So they're not contributing to the emissions issues at all. In fact, the bigger contribution are these, right here. I wonder if there's a way to make them go the long way around. It'll lengthen their trip a little bit, but maybe we can fix our emissions problems. I'm also going to take out a very quick loan. We go all the way along the beach, up here, and we're going to connect it straight into there. And I'm going to make sure we own this one, because I just don't want the city to go and modify it. Okay, I think that's good. So now, they should go all the way around. Now, has that affected our emissions? I mean, maybe a little? It'll start to go down. Let's watch it. Alright, so there's still a little bit coming off and going towards these houses here, but it's a lot less than before. The only other thing I can think of doing is replacing these vehicles, because they're kind of old. I've got stagecoaches. I mean, considering they only carry 6 passengers, I think, yeah, we probably should do that. Ooh, the ship is now full. Yeah, a full load of passengers. Alright, I've decided to separate the ferry lines now, and that should hopefully increase our frequency somewhat. I've got ourselves another Frontenac over here, and that's on its way. So that's gonna go just this leg right here, up to Rawalpindi. And that should be good. We got a lot of planks here now. 468, 469, pretty good. All that's going to the machines distribution down here, which could definitely use another ship, honestly. But as I see it right now, we've got a fair amount of passengers now. We are kind of maxed out on that particular dock, though. Rawalpindi is also at 285, so it actually has... I was going to say more than Capital City, but Capital City is up to 298 now. So that's looking very, very good. And we're at 100% line usage to Rawalpindi, too. Alright, I'm going to have to fix this line, because they really shouldn't be carrying any logs. Right, I've set the filters, so they should only be loading oil here, and only be unloading here. And that will hopefully speed up our goods production. Because that's one thing that's holding us back right now, is we don't have enough goods or machines going in. And I think I'm honestly going to have to add another ship to this. I just don't have the money for it. In fact, how much is one of these riggies? Ah, 550,000. That's actually not as bad as I thought. Right, while we have the money, let's grab one. You got one over here that's carrying nearly a full load of plastic. That's really, really good. So, something that's quite interesting, I was wondering why the logs were still here, and it's because this particular ship that carries the steel over to the goods factory comes back and picks up the logs. But that's okay, because this goes back to the sawmill. So it's kind of supplying its own line. And that's all because there's a forest right here that's doing that. So, you know, it's actually kind of convenient. Another full passenger ferry. That's interesting that, you know, being full still leads to barely any profits. I mean, I'm glad it's not losing money now, but I think I'm gonna clone this ship. I think this placement of the port might be an issue. And also because I don't think you can have just a stop there, so maybe I do actually need a station there. Or is it that I completely forgot to add it to the line? I think it's that. Yeah, that would explain a lot. So now we should see passengers popping up there because they at least have transport into the city. In fact, I'm gonna actually add one more over here. Ooh, there's quite a lot of people. They're all coming off of the ferry, I think, and then going straight into this station over here. Which is really quite interesting. So that's why these end up picking up a lot of people. Rawalpindi now demands food. Okay, so we got a few more things popping up here. Whoa, Rawalpindi's just kind of exploded. So they want machines and food. And construction material, which I still have no way of getting yet, I don't think. I mean, it's all the way up here. I don't see an easy way of getting it there. I mean, it's inevitably going to need another ship. But we have an opportunity for some easy money here, because Wenzhou needs construction material. Not a lot of it, but there might be an easy way to do this. So I just need to figure out where to put the stop. Where we can unload, because all of this stuff is kind of over here, so I'm thinking if we just stop here, that should catch all of it. And then that way they don't even need to drive within the city itself. But what it also means is that I can start bringing construction material out. The only downside is all of the construction material stuff is all the way down here, so I would have to put the port somewhere here, which is a little bit further away, not that much more, but it is a little bit further away, so it's a consideration. So it would have to be sort of somewhere like here. Oh, that's a perfect spot. Okay, I might have to reserve that. Oh no, that's the wrong kind. Hang on. I will do this correctly. Cargo. Okay, hang on. I got this. I got this. If we take this street here, bring that out to there, and all I need to do is put this right here. And it's connected! Perfect! No problems whatsoever. I just need to do the same thing over here. Right, and the first of our mushroom-coloured first trucks are heading out to go and get that construction material. Although I've just noticed they're completely unnecessary. Because the ship can already reach the... Yeah, okay, I didn't check that. And the capital city has grown to 329, and they want 2 more cargo types. They want fuel, and they want food. One of these things is easier to get than the other. Obviously, we've had this fuel refinery sitting here forever, and we might actually be able to make some use out of that. And it's kind of already happening. As you can see here, there's fuel being produced. I just gotta see where it's going. So, we got a couple of fuel factories, or fuel buildings down here. Yep. So these are fuel industrial. They don't currently have anything delivered to them though, because all of that's going to here, which is going to North Sultan. And that's sort of heavily dependent on how much refined oil we're actually producing, which at the moment is none. Which is a little bit of a problem. So we have a shortage of crude. There's quite a lot of crude oil over here that's not being delivered yet. We might need to upgrade our harbor. Because something else I've just seen is the Vandal. This will hold 130 and has 2 compartments, but it can only carry liquids. Now here's the thing, right now we are using Riggies, which can also carry all kinds of things, but they're limited to 70. So we can basically double our capacity. I think it's a worthwhile thing to do, because we are going to need a large port to do it. Let me just try to extend everything out just a little bit. That's going to cost $500,000 to do, but I think it'll be worth it. Right, how much is it going to cost? It's going to cost 1.79 million to replace these both with a Vandal. I think, yeah, let's do it. So we'll take another little bit of a loan. Our loan amount is getting a little bit scary, but we'll ignore that for now. As I've just realized, we haven't done something, which is upgrade this to a large harbor. Alright, I was a little bit short in cash, so I've replaced one ship. So what does this look like? Ooh. Yeah, there's a proper oil tanker right there. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, as far as oil tankers go, this is quite small. But for our purposes, this is massive. Alright, so that's both of them replaced with these Vandal tankers. And as a bonus, they go ever so slightly faster. 1 kilometer an hour faster. Alright, it does appear that the Frontenac is actually making a fairly decent amount of money. I think because it's making less empty trips. Now we do have passengers here now, which is always good. It's only 23, but that's alright. So if you actually watch, the passengers get out of the tram, they'll actually walk and go into the... I mean, they're walking on a dirt road right now, but yeah, they will actually go into the harbor area. Alright, Vandal's coming in, and it's not gonna leave full, unfortunately. We're only transporting 58%, which is very interesting, because I think the trucks here are just struggling a lot. I could just leave it to the ships, honestly. Yeah, it's really tough to say, because I think the ships will do okay, but the trucks are starting to catch up. We have a new truck now. We have the Benz. The Benz truck. It actually has less emissions than the first truck and carries more, which is really, really nice. We could start using these tarpaulin trucks. So I'm going to take all of these trucks that are bad, because they're contributing to our emissions in a big way, and I'm going to replace them with the new Benz trucks. Are they still in the right colors? Yes, they are. And look, he's overtaking him. Look at him go. Yeah, that's a significant speed difference. I think that's going to pay dividends. And we got lots of crude waiting over here too. Okay, I need to do something about this. I'm going to pause it for a second. I'm going to remove that. Okay, and then I'm going to add them back. Right. That's gotten rid of all of the cargo, but I think that'll free up the space, because yeah, the log sitting there was really just kind of messing that up. Yeah, I think if the trucks are coming in with this kind of frequency, I'm not sure we're going to need any of the ships for this. Right, how are our tool lines doing? So we have quite a lot of planks going here, because our truck frequency just isn't that great. Now obviously I can replace all of these with the new trucks, and that should speed it up somewhat. But we're nearly halfway to Rawalpindi's demand right here, which is really, really good. And the construction material is doing really well too. And over here we have the same sort of thing going on. These trucks could be replaced as well, which I think I can do that. Now I would love to be able to use the side stake truck, but they only can carry construction material, they can't carry stone. I'll switch these over, and I think we're going to get quite a lot more throughput on that. And construction material is kind of the same. We got 28 over here, and the ship is just on its way back. So I think we double up on the ship, we should be okay. Alright, there's our second ship coming out. Ooh, we have a new ship, the Schaffhausen. What's that about? Schaffhausen. So that's got 32 kilometers an hour. That's quite a big step up in speed. And 130 capacity. But it can carry all kinds of cargo. That is amazing. And it loads faster. Right. It is double the price of the Riggy though. But it's still a small ship. So that could actually work quite well for some of these lines. In particular, the oil and plastic line, because that's quite a long distance to go. So if they can carry double what they've got, and we can supply more crude oil over here, I think we might be in business. Oh look, our oil refinery is actually upgraded. We finally reached 201, where we actually can upgrade a little bit. So that's really, really good. We can finally start producing more oil. And as our account goes into the red once more, there's plenty more upgrades to do. Our passenger services are definitely going to need a bit of a revamp. But that is something for the next episode. And of course, if you're enjoying this series, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you're brand new to the channel. Let me know what you think I should try out in the next episode. And of course, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.